So let's try to summarize this, okay? Thousands of years ago, Nick Rekieta did a little crackarooski, crack rock, technically cocaine. Obviously, he would never do crack because he's a rich man, and he doesn't need to resort to crack when he has high quality cocaine to hide in bullets around his house and on his nightstand. He invited the Imholts to participate in a love quadrilateral with him. And eventually, Aaron Imholt, a local radio DJ, was ousted from the love quadrilateral, which then became a love triangle. And then eventually, after his arrest, the love triangle collapsed, and his wife left as well. So now they're separated, and the love triangle throuple thing is also separated. However, to epically own Nick Rekieta after the collapse of the love quadrilateral, Aaron Imholt publicly on live, while announcing his actions to the world, sent a picture of Kayla Rekieta naked to a Sirius XM ex DJ. And this was reported to the Kandiyohi County Police Department because Minnesota has anti-revenge pornography laws on the books, as it turns out. So when Aaron Imholt was reported to the police, the only witness to this crime was that Sirius XM DJ who did not want to get involved in any way, shape, or form with this bullshit. So there was no witnesses. There was no real case. The law was kind of shaky because I don't think it had been attempted before or something like that. There are some doubts about if he could be prosecuted. So Aaron Imholt did the thing that any logical, self-respecting man fresh out of a love quadrilateral would do. And he immediately pled guilty to the charges, meaning that there was no case to present. And the judge then got to impose whatever penalty he wanted. However, before sentencing Aaron Imholt, he was held to certain conditions of pretrial release. Certain conditions which some attorneys listening to this podcast may believe are unconstitutional because they attempted to enforce onto Aaron Imholt types of speech impositions which are technically impossible for him to uphold. And like any logical, sane, rational person would do, Aaron Imholt actually waived his constitutional rights by agreeing to pretrial release conditions that he could probably fight and win. So by throwing away his defenses and by throwing away his right to challenge certain things, he not only set himself up for whatever the judge wanted to do to him, he also set himself up for more failure, which he didn't have to go through as a condition. So at some point, somebody else on his comedy tour said something about Kayla. And that was one of the things that was probably unconstitutional. That not only is Aaron Imholt not supposed to talk about Kayla, but nobody around him is allowed to talk about Kayla either. So even though it is unconstitutional, he agreed to it and then challenged it and then broke the terms of his release. So when this was reported by Nick Rekieta to the judge, he was found in contempt because he had violated the terms of his release. So then trial day comes around, and Aaron Imholt, or sentencing day comes around just this week, and Aaron Imholt was sentenced to 15 days in jail for revenge pornography, which sounds like a lot, chat, because if you remember, there was this guy called Nick Rekieta who was found with a felony level of cocaine in his possession in plain view of his bedroom door in a house with 5 minor persons living in it at the time, as well as firearms that were statutorily criminal simply by being in the presence of a controlled substance that he was dead to rights on. This person was not given any jail time, despite the fact that he basically committed several different felonies and weapons-related misdemeanors, okay? He got no jail time. Aaron Imholte sent a picture and will be getting 15 days of jail. So this guy was such an incredible fuck up that he is going to jail for like a misdemeanor that somehow Nick Rekieta got away with. Felonies in the same spat. He's the only one between the two of them who is currently going to jail. So if you want to stipulate that Nick Rekieta is some kind of like the whole, there's a whole conspiracy that his family is like a big donator to the local zoo, and this local zoo is like a money laundering operation to bribe politicians. So if you're a subscriber to the zoo conspiracy, you can chalk this one up to it, because somehow Aaron Imholte is going to jail and Nick Rekieta is not. So if you want to call it a conspiracy, I won't blame you. But nobody can deny that this is a total balldo victory.
Total balldo victory.
I see people in chat coping and seething, saying, I hate Nick. He doesn't unfuck his wife. No, this is still an L because he's with Kayla. No, listen again.
Total balldo victory.
Says it right there. Total balldo victory, okay?
Thank you for watching this clip by Colonel J. This is the King of Bold here. Remember to like and subscribe. Juice!